Is he like one of the least accessible stars in the league? Do you think that's accurate?
I don't think it's accurate, actually.
Okay.
Just being around him, I think it's what Kawhi chooses to tell you and when he chooses to tell you. So Kawhi is not going to be super forthcoming with his time in particular, with his access. But Kawhi, I actually feel like Kawhi tells you a lot. And that helped drive this story too. Kawhi is very, how can I say, his self-awareness is and security within himself is actually refreshing. It allowed me to kind of piece this thing together. When Kawhi was struggling with his shot, Kawhi was pretty blunt and was like, I work on my shot. I'm not worrying about the percentages that'll come. And he was right. He was able to tell you like what he was feeling and what he was going through. And I felt like that was important. And at the same time, because it's Kawhi, it did take me a while to be like, look, I'm going to get Kawhi to the side and we're going to have this real conversation. And I told him, look, I've talked to enough people, Kawhi. I let him know. And it's funny, we're in Memphis and he doesn't play the first game of that mini series. I'm like, dude, I got to get him on this trip. And then he plays only the first half of the second game. I'm like, I got to get him on this trip. He knows I got to get him on this trip. He said I'd get him. And the next night was in New Orleans and they lose. And you know how players are, Jared, when they lose, it's like, all right, this might
That
be
sentence for your story. Yeah.
I might not get this dude, but he was, he was gracious with his time.